think so. Oh, it says get ready. Mm-hmm. Hey guys, I'm not sure if you can hear me. Can you let me know if you can hear me? Can you let me know in the chat if you're able to hear me or not? Hey Marissa, can you let me know? Oh, you can hear me? Can you see me as well? This is my very first time of doing this, so if you could let me know, you can. That's fantastic. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, well, welcome to our first ever live stream. I thought that I would just do a test and see how it worked out. So that's great. Thanks for letting me know. You can see me. Thanks, Marissa. Thank you for letting me know. Happy betas. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Wow, India. Welcome. Okay, so like I said, we are coming up on 5,000 subscribers, and we're also coming up on, let's see, 5,000 subscribers and a year. So I was wanting to test out the live stream just to see if we could get it to work so that we can do a big live stream on our 1 year anniversary. So I am so thrilled that this is working out okay. Somebody from Canada. This is so cool. So if you guys have got any questions, then go ahead and ask them in the chat. I'm not expecting to be on here too long because, like I say, this was just a quick try. Oh, hey, from England. That's fantastic. Of course, I'm England too, but I live in the USA, Dubai. Wow, amazing. Yeah, this is my first one, so this is quite the test for us right now. Leslie, you're a new fish owner. That's good. Do lots and lots of research. Hey, Danny. Oh, I need to just give me a minute, guys. I need to figure out the screen. I'm not getting all the chat on the screen. Let me see if I can just make it a little bit bigger so that I can read it all. It's cutting off the questions. Okay, let me see what's going on here. I know, I can't believe it, Danny. The channel has grown so quickly, so thank you all so much for supporting it. I very, very much appreciate it. Can you still hear me? Because my screen has gone off. I am having technical difficulties here, I think. Yeah, oh, you can? Okay. All right, I'm just going to have to trust then that you can still see me because I can't see anything but the chat. I can see that sort of whizzing away. So, all right, let me see. I did see your new beta, Marissa, and absolutely gorgeous. Have you picked a name yet? I'm not really up on mollies and their behaviour, so I can't really answer that one. I would just maybe double check that it is definitely a boy and that you've not got two girls. What is my goal to hit in 2012? Well, 2017. Yours is 1,000. I am sure you will make it, Danny. You have some really nice tanks. If you don't follow Danny's aquariums, you should go on over because he does have some really nice tanks. My goal in 2017, I don't really know. I haven't really set one because I really didn't think that we'd get this big in 2016. So I don't know. Maybe 8 to 10,000. We'll just have to see. We'll see how it goes. So that's a nice name, Marissa. Jasper. Jasper Dominique Bailey. Very nice. Is a 5-gallon okay for a betta fish? Yes, it is. That's a fantastic size for a betta fish. So, yeah, I can't believe the 5,000 either, Maxwell. So it's fantastic. Everyone's just been so supportive. It's been really, really good. So show us your bettas. Well, I can't really do that without moving around, so I'm sorry, but I can't do that right now. Maybe I could do that if I set the stream up better, a different way. Sometime I could maybe do that. So, Lily, if you go on over and leave me a message on my Instagram, then I will follow you back if you do that. So just go on over and follow me and just send me a DM and I will follow you back. Clarky19, I am planning on getting a betta, so have you any advice? And also I'm a fan from the UK. Yay! Love your videos, thank you. So you're planning on getting a betta, do you have any advice? I would say minimum 2.5-gallon tank with a heater and filter. And then after that, a lot of it is personal preference to whether you want fake plants or whether you want live plants, but it does need to be really well planted. So that's probably the advice I would give for that. Let's see what else. Am I planning on getting any bettas soon from Maxwell? Possibly, but not straight away. I don't know. I think I announced it on Instagram, but I don't actually think I told you guys on YouTube. I don't know if you remember Merlin, who was in the new divided tank. He passed away very unexpectedly. We've got no idea what happened. We fed him, this was probably about 2 weeks ago. We fed him in the evening, he was perfectly fine, and then the next morning we found he had died. So we actually have a few empty tanks that we may do in the future, but no definite plans right now. Oscar says, now that you live in the US, do you feel you're losing your English accent? I personally don't. So what do you guys think? Just let me know. Do you think I'm losing my English accent? I do think that I do use a lot of American words, but I wouldn't say I am losing my accent. But you guys tell me what you think. Let's see, what else have we got? What's my name? I actually haven't given my name out on here. I just go as Life with Pets, but I may do that at the 1-year one. Some people may know it who have done giveaways and had emails from me, but for the most part, I usually just go by the Life with Pets name, but I may do that on the 1-year anniversary, so. Your channel is amazing. You deserve way more subscribers. Thank you, Happy Bettas. I'm sure it will grow as time goes on, but it takes work and hard work at that. So, Lara Bond, I'm a fan from the UK. That's fantastic. I didn't realise so many people from the UK watched us, so that is really cool. Anna Lovett, my betta died 2 days ago. I'm so sorry. It's very, very sad when they die, especially if you don't know how. That was the case for us with Merlin. I have no idea what happened. That's the first time we've had one die where it's just died and there's been absolutely no reason. How many fish tanks do you have in total? We have, I have to do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7 right now. 7. So yeah, 7, and not planning any more anytime soon. So how many bettas do we have in total? We have, again, I have to do a quick count. I think it's 11. We do have other fish as well, but it's 11 betta fish. So, oh, the lighting has gone. I'm sorry if it's just gone dark. The sun's just gone in, so it's gone a little overcast. So, can I use a 25-watt adjustable heater for my 3.5 gallon, or is a 25-watt too strong? I'm not really sure about that. Possibly, as long as you could maybe start it at a lower temperature if it is adjustable. Oh, you say it's adjustable. So yeah, if it's adjustable, then you probably could. As long as, if I were you, I would set it like lower than what you want and just see where it settles at, and then maybe turn it up if it needs to go up. But I wouldn't maybe do it straight at the 78 or 80, whichever temperature you're wanting. I would maybe do it lower than that, just in case it is a little too much for the tank. Thank you, Lara. Swim in peace, Merlin. Is a good LED okay for live Java plants and Amazon swords? Yes, all our tanks have LED lighting. We don't have any fancy lighting at all on them. We just have LED lights. We usually get them from Amazon, and they're not that expensive either. So usually in most of our videos, we do leave links to the products of a lot of what we use. So if you are looking for something, the likes of the heater video that I've just done, we do leave links to what we do use. So if you want to take a look at what we use. But yeah, the LED lighting, we don't use anything special. And as you know, our plants do grow really, really well. So I still sound UK. Okay, thank you. I'm sure my parents would be really pleased to hear that, because my son has lost his English accent a long time ago. So we're the only ones that still have it. Can you put a betta in a community tank 29 gallons? Yes, you can. The only thing I would say is you do need to be sure that the male betta isn't super aggressive. If it's really aggressive, then you may need to keep a close eye on it. Also, the tank mates, you need to choose your tank mates carefully as well. So not all bettas. I do have a few that I would not put in a tank with others, and that's just because they're super aggressive. But for the most part, most of mine would go in a community tank. In fact, that's what we're thinking of doing with one of our tanks, is creating a community tank with one male betta. But that's upcoming videos, so I'm not going to go too much into that. What other pets do I have? I have 3 dogs, and I don't know if I could get them. Adam, could you get the dogs? I could get the dogs if you want to see them. We just have 3 dogs. We used to have a lot of other animals with gerbils and rats and birds, but right now it's just fish and dogs. And a lot of you will have seen this little cutie. Lucy. This is Lucy. So she is a Shih Tzu, a very tiny Shih Tzu, but a Shih Tzu. And she's the one that we've got a few videos of her that my son makes on our channel. So this one's Lucy, and then her sister Holly. This is Holly. Holly's got a bit of a mucky face right now. She's been digging around in the dirt outside, so she's a bit of a mucky little girl. But this is Holly. So these 2 are 10 years old, so they're getting a little old. And then this is our little guy. This one's Teddy, and he's our toy poodle. So we have 3 dogs. So I don't know whether they're showing up on there, because I can't see what you guys can see. So I just hope what you can see is okay. How do you cycle a goldfish tank? With cycling a tank, there's the 2 different ways. You can do the fishless, or you can do with fish in a tank. The fishless is better, but it does take a lot longer. Usually when I'm cycling a tank, I am able to cycle media from other tanks. So if you've already got another tank, then I would suggest using media from there. But if you haven't, then it can be a lengthy process, but you need an ammonia source, and that then starts the bacteria in the filter. Another good product to use is the Tetra Safe Start. That is actually the beneficial bacteria in a bottle, and that can make a big difference as well. That can really kickstart the tank. So that is one way. And then if you're doing it with a fish in the tank, then you do need to do a lot of water changes, because otherwise the ammonia spikes will actually burn your fish's scales and gills, and obviously that's not good for them. So is a 2 gallon okay for a betta? it is on the small side, but I mean, my minimums are 2.5. But I think as long as you can fit the filter and a heater in it and there's still plenty of room, then I would say that is probably okay. But for me personally, I'd say that's a little on the small side. What do you think of a minimum for 3 goldfish? I would say 30 gallons. The general accepted rule is 20 gallons for the first goldfish and then 10 gallons thereafter. So I would say 30 gallons. We've got 4 goldfish in a 55-gallon tank. So tall, I'm in the UK. That's really cool. Oh, Danny, you're Dutch. I did not know that. Okay. All right. Can you do a video on all goldfish care basics and how to set up the tank and how to feed them, etc.? Yeah, I could probably do that at some point. I'm planning on doing a feeding one in the next few weeks. The next 2 weeks, I think it is. I usually pre-plan my videos because they do take a long time to make. Believe it or not, each of my videos take between 4 to 6 hours to do. So I tend to try and pre-plan so that I can, sort of get them out at least once a week. We do upload every Tuesday, just in case you didn't know. We upload every Tuesday a beta fish video, and then I will sometimes upload every Thursday or Friday. So there we go. So Danny says, wow, this stream is awesome and plus 8 subs. Really? Okay, that's cool. I just got a beta fry and plan on raising it. That's fantastic. They are quite hard to raise, so that will be a challenge, but I hope it works out for you. So, okay. Subscribe to Danny, that's great. Okay, Danny, I'll see you soon. I don't know how long I'm going to go on with this for. Like I say, this was just supposed to be a quick test, so we'll see just how long it goes on for. So, okay, can you please do a video on how to set up African cichlids? I'm in the hobby and want to start saltwater. Okay, I don't actually do African cichlids. We used to keep them. We actually used to have a 125-gallon tank with cichlids in at one point, but I don't do them now, so that's not really a video I would do. And also, I don't keep salt water, so that is someone else that you would have to do. Go to another channel and take a look at. So, why are my fish scared when I turn the lights on? Usually, most fish will sort of dash away when the lights go on, and it's just because you're going from night to day almost, and obviously in nature that doesn't happen. It's a gradual process, so hopefully that will usually they'll get scared when you turn the lights on because that's just not their natural thing. So okay, just give me one moment. Okay. Just tuned in. Welcome. Hello. This is just a test one for anyone just joining. I have never done a live stream before, so this is just a test run just to see if we could get this to work, and obviously we have, so that's really good. I bought the mini siphon you use but can't figure out how to use it. Okay, I do have a video on my channel. It's probably an older one, but it does actually show how to use siphons. And especially the mini one, I do it in a couple of the tanks. So if you go way, way back on my channel, then you'll find that one. All right, so can I have 5 mollies in a 5-gallon tank? I would say no, that's probably a little too small. Mollies are very, very active. So I would say minimum 10-gallon, but 10-gallon is probably even pushing it as well, because like I say, they are very, very active. Okay, do Petcos near you have healthier betas than PetSmart? In my area, Petco is a better choice. Yes, that's the same for me as well. I do find that Petco have a much bigger choice, and PetSmart, usually they have a lot of veil tails, and they're usually very sick as well. So I do prefer the Petco over the PetSmart. So, man, I wish I could get a bigger tank for my fish because all my guppies are having babies every few seconds. Yes, that's one of the downsides of the 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 guppies, the live bearers in general. It's one of the reasons I just won't have them, because I don't want to have to deal with the babies. So I have no idea how far behind I am with these comments. So I'm just going to keep going for a little while longer, and then I am going to finish up. We'll maybe go 30 minutes and then I'll finish up. So do I use Betta fix or Malafix? There's a lot of differing opinions on anything with the fix on the end, and I don't really know where I stand with it. I have done some research on it, but I'm not really sure whether it is something I would use or not. I've never used it, so I don't really want to recommend something I haven't used. So do you recommend a male or female betta for your first fish? I think that's just a general preference. I think there's very little between them, so I think that yeah, I think there's very little difference between them, so I think that one would be a preference. So okay, Jordan puts, I've been so confused about this. You are clearly British, but you always mention Petco, etc. Do you live in America? Yes, I do live in America. So I am originally from the UK, but I now live in America. So can you put mystery snails in a betta fish tank? Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, you can. As long as the tank is big enough. If it's only a 1 gallon, if you've got a 1 gallon betta tank, or I would say anything 2.5 gallons and over, you can add a snail, because they do have a big bio load. So you don't want to add too many fish or too many snails to a tank, because otherwise that just isn't good for the betta fish. So what do you recommend feeding bettas? We feed ours the New Life Spectrum betta pellets, and then we also feed bloodworm and brine shrimp, and that's both the frozen variety. And then I have actually just started feeding a Repashy gel food, and at the moment they're not too sure about it. But it's one of those things when you introduce something new that you've got to give them a chance. So I've only done it maybe twice now, and the last time I did it, they did start to eat it. So that's something I'm just testing out at the moment. So why do my ranchus gulp air after a full stomach? Usually it's down to not enough oxygen or not enough gas exchange in your tank, so I just make sure that you have got a lot of water surface movement. I do find mine after eating, they will sometimes go up to the top and gulp air, but usually it can often be a bigger problem in that there's just not enough surface movement on the tank. So when's the next part of the 75 gallon coming out? Tuesday, so it'll be up on Tuesday. Okay, why is my betta so inactive? He is in a 5.5 gallon with filter, heater and decorations. It depends what type of betta. If it was a placotte betta, then I would maybe be concerned, but if it is a half moon or one with a longer tail, very often they're not as inactive. I would also just check that your heater is working. I've just recently heard of a case that I think I've just recently heard of a case of somebody who asked me that very question, and it actually turned out that the heater had stopped working, and so the fish had become very inactive. So just check your heater. Blazing bettas, I think I missed it. No, we're still going, unless you can't hear me. Guys, can you hear me? You can still hear me? Okay, that's good. All right. So no, I'm still here. Can you put mystery snails in with a betta fish? Yes, I've just covered that. Yes, you can. Will you do a live stream in the near future? They are great. Well, thank you very much for the encouragement and the support. Yes, I think I will. Like I say, this was my first one, and I was a little bit, I don't know if I can do this, but yes, I will. I will be doing them in the future. Like I say, this was more a test for our 1 year anniversary on YouTube. So now I know how to do it. Then I need to figure out how to schedule an event. That'll be the next thing. So I will have to figure that out. So. All right, the delay is crazy. Is it really? Okay. Is the delay on my voice, or is it that I'm answering the questions that are just way behind? There is a delay on my voice. Okay, I'll need to maybe try and see if I can figure that out then. Okay. The king of animal care says hi. Would you ever want to get a turtle? We did actually have turtles way, way back, but I don't think I would get another one. They were a lot of work, and obviously they create a lot of waste. And so, no, right now I'm not into those. Betta fish and goldfish and community fish. They're what we've sort of got right now. So, what inspired you to start fish keeping? I have no idea really. I was probably about 18, 17, 18, I think, when I got my first fish tank. So I think I just went out and did like most people, made a lot of mistakes, and I look back now and I just think, wow, what was I doing? But so no, I don't know really. Yeah, we went out, we got a tank, and put some fish in it and made a lot of mistakes, but from there we did get the bug, and I have had fish ever since. So I've had them for a very, very long time. You can still hear me? There's no sound? Okay, are we having an issue with sound? Can you guys just let me know again if you can still hear me? A few of you are saying that there's no sound. Oh, you can? Okay, I'm not quite sure why there's no sound for some people then. Okay, is there still delay? Can you, Maxwell, can you just tell me if there's still delay? Okay, so you can still hear me. Okay, that's okay then, that's good. What happened to the red line torpedo barb you had back in the day? That's a very long story, but the short story is we sold the tank a good few years ago because we needed the space for a piano, and at the time we just didn't have the space for both, so we had to sell the tank, which was very, very sad for us because we'd had it a long time. It was our 125 gallon, and we just absolutely loved it, and those red lines are my absolute favourite fish. And we had a big group of, I can't remember how many we had, I think it was like 12 or 13 of them, and they were just gorgeous. But yeah, so we just had to let it go, but that's what you have to do sometimes. So what type of fish was your first ever fish? It was community fish, and I think it was like platies and neons. I think they were the very first things we ever had. And then from there we moved to goldfish, and then we went back to community fish, and we've had a lot. The only things we haven't done are saltwater, but we've done cichlids, and we have done a big variety of fish over the last few years. So that's good. There is still a delay. There's no delay. Okay, so there's a few issues here and there. Okay, all right, thanks guys. Okay, I think I'm going to wrap it up here. So thank you so much for joining me, because obviously there was no warning, there was nothing. So thank you guys for taking the time to watch, and we will do another one fairly soon. I'm not quite sure when. So okay guys, we will finish it there, and I will see you on Tuesday in our next video. All right, bye guys.